Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Vaishnavi. Today we are going to learn about Figma software. Figma is UI/UX design tool for the students who want to learn UI/UX designing, and for the beginners, this video is for you. Here we are going to see every minute detail and everything you need to know about Figma software to get started. So here is the main screen homepage will look like. First, you need to sign in through your Gmail account. Here I have signed in through my Gmail account. Here we have community as well, where we can invite our team members. You can collectively work. Here we have team projects as well, so we can collectively work on same project. And the same online portal. Make sure while using this Figma tool, you connected to your uh, Wi-Fi internet so that you will sync all your data. While using the online portal, it's not like it's a must. But while using the desktop app, make sure to connect to internet so that all the data will be synced automatically. Otherwise, you can save it as well as a local copy, but I always recommend you to sync the data so that you can access from anywhere, from any system. So here I have downloaded the desktop app as well. The interface will be same, but for now we are using the online portal. So let's click on the new design file, or you can go back to your files and continue with your process. Here I have untitled, I have just created. I can go back to them and resume my editing process as well. So this is how that new design file will look like. Here we can select we can change the name of our file. For example, I'm changing the name of the file as demo. So this is a demo file, and we have drafts as well, where we can save it to drafts so that we can again this screen will show up where we can edit our files in the draft format as well. So coming to here, this is a move tool. This is the major tool we use, major uses with this tool to move all the content. And scale tool is for scaling the images that I will tell you later point of time when we are creating the images. Here frame is very important because while creating user interfaces for different mobiles, desktops, we have several options over here, like for what you are creating your interface, phone, tablet, desktop, or watch, Apple Watch, or whatever it is. So for now I'm taking phone. I'm taking iPhone 13 Pro Max screen. So for this screen, we are going to create some interfaces and we are going to give the prototyping. Prototype in user interface designing is nothing but the user flow, how we are going to make transitions through the screens can be shown through this prototyping. So this is a prototype. First, we need to design the content for prototyping. So for design, I will tell you the basic tools we have. Here we have the frame adjustments. Here at frames, if we don't want any of these options, you want your personalized design, so you can simply drag how much. Here we can adjust how much width and height you want. For example, I need 500 by 500 width and height for my design, so that I can do it manually as well. So that's all about the frames. Make sure to do the design within the frame so that it will be prototyped and you can export it as well as images if we want to download Here you have export option to export your images. So the reference colors or other palettes can be kept in the gray space. So here I am creating one rectangle. So here we have all the tools: rectangle tool, line tool, arrow, ellipse, and all other tools. We can place the image as well and edit it. There is no need to click. You can simply drag and drop image. For example, I'm just using one image. For example, this image. I'm just dragging and dropping it over here. Then the image will be added over here. There is no need to uh, go to here and place image. We can use that option as well. For all the options, you have shortcuts. When you get used to the tool, then you can understand the shortcuts. And here, control minus is for zooming out, control plus is for zooming in. And this is the hand tool where you can toggle over the space. And by using move tool, we are moving this image and we can scale it. Here, after clicking in corner, we are showing the scale option, or we can scale it from here as well. Generally, we don't use that. We always use the shortcut. Click Shift and drag. Shift and drag the image to scale it. Click on Shift and drag it with mouse. Or you can change the image without, if you are not clicking on Shift, then you are changing you're zooming the image and placing it according to your adjustment, as you can see here. I'm not using Shift here. Here I'm adding Shift. The image will be scaled with Shift. Okay. And here we are showing this radius. So by dragging onto this radius, we can do the curvature and radius of the edges. Here we can manually change how much the radius we want around the corners. That we can change from here. And coming to here, angle, if you want to rotate this image to 90 degrees. So that's the angle. And again here, the layer where we are going to see all these effects. All this multiplying the image, or if I want to blend this image with this rectangle tool, for example. And to copy the image, click on Alt and drag the object to copy the image. Yeah, you can do Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V as usual, but it's very easy to use. Click on the Alt key and just drag it. And here you can change, I have kept the rectangle on top of the image. Here you can change the alignment of the images and rectangles. So we have selected these two options, and here I'm using multiply, so that this image is multiplied with this rectangle. You can see the difference. This eye tool is for like hiding the image. So you can see this difference. You have multiplied it with the rectangle tool. Here we have lock option. If we have selected this lock option, then you can't move the object. See, select the rectangle only, can't move it because it's locked. And so these are the many options you have. You can use to edit images, or or other tools. So here image opacity can be reduced. For now I'm hiding this rectangle tool. This is the original image. I can reduce the opacity to 50% or 20%, however I want. I can reduce the opacity. And here it's the stroke. H is a shortcut for the hand tool. Here I have some gray color to this rectangle. So I need the stroke. So here I have added the stroke. Here I can change the color, whatever color I want. I can even pick the color. For example, I want to pick the color from this image. I want this brown. So I will pick it. For the fill, I want I is for the color picker tool. We'll use I. So I want this green, leaf green. So I'm clicking it. I got that dark leaf green color. So for the stroke, I can adjust the stroke however I want. I'm telling 15 as stroke. You can see it's very heavy. 15 is very heavy stroke. So that's why it's looking like this. So I'll give it as 3. You can see it. Stroke. And coming to the effects, I can give several effects. These effects we use for text tool as well. For dropping shadow, I have used drop shadow. So here you can see the shadow. So I can use several effects like inner glow, inner shadow, layer blur, black and roll, etc. And exporting. I can export this only this. Instead of exporting the entire frame, I can export this rectangle only. Here you can see export rectangle. And again for exporting this, you can see all these options. If I want to export this entire iPhone 30 frame, I'll select the frame and then I'll click on the export option. The entire frame, all the objects which are included in the frame will be selected. So I'll keep this image in another screen. I'll select another frame. Again, iPhone 13 Max. So as this image is in gray space, I'm placing it inside the screen. So here you can see when I place it inside the screen, this much, how much is the screen length and width, that much only the image will show. And here we can scroll that image during prototyping horizontally so that entire image will be shown. That you will understand at the later point of time in the video. I have placed this image at the center. And again for our phones we have bar at the top and where we have all the. So for this, fix position while scrolling. While scrolling, this bar will be fixed in our phone, right? So it's fixed while scrolling. And also I'm giving one black line over here, as we all see in our iPhones, the line at the. So here I have drawn one line, but it's not at correct angle. So I'll select 0 here so that it will be straight. And also aligning the line to the center. Just these straight lines will show you that yeah, it's aligned to center. Otherwise, if you want accuracy, select one object, shift and select another object. While clicking on shift, you can select both objects at the same time. And after that, here at the top, you can see the alignment. So this will align these two tools into the horizontal. So here these are the alignment tools over the top. Okay, I'll increase the stroke somewhat to 3, and I need my rounded edges. So here at the stroke we can change our lines to arrows or circles or any shape we want. So I have uh, given it some rounded edges. You can change the edges as well. Yeah. And this is all about the tools. And other tool is pen tool. For the people who are using Adobe Illustrator software, it's very easy for them to use Figma software, especially with the pen tool. So pen tool is basically for drawing purpose. I want to draw something with this pen tool. So I want some curvature. If I want some curvature, I double click on this anchor point so that I will get one anchor. You can see. So this anchor will give the curvature effect to the pen tool. So I have created this here. So I'll fill it with some gray color. So this is thing I draw it with pen tool. I can adjust it at the later point of time. Here this is the edit tool. After clicking on the edit tool, after clicking on the anchor point, we can move the anchor point as it is in the move tool. So I can move it to wherever I want. I can just move the anchor point as I have selected it. Right? So here, after clicking on the pen tool again, I can add more, as you can see, I can add more anchor points to this object. Or again, blend tool. Blend tool is give the curvature effect. After clicking on these anchor points, we are getting the curve effect, and we can drag and adjust the curve effect of this object. So that's about the edit tool. And also pencil tool. Pencil tool is a free drawing tool. It doesn't have any anchor points. It's just a free tool, drawing with the hand. So that's about the pen tool and pencil tool. So now we are coming to text. Everyone knows the text tool. Use it on daily basis. For example, I have given one text here. So for this text, I'll get all the alignments of the paragraphs and text type, text size, and what is the text type. Everything will be shown here. And what are these three of the alignments? Align the text to the top, align the text to the middle, or to the bottom, however we want. So these are the alignment of the paragraphs options. And here, after clicking on it, we'll get a few more other extra options like underlines, strikes, alignment, etc. So yeah, that's about the text tool. And this tool is resources. If we want resources from the Figma, when we create some plugins, we can search for the components, plugins, or widgets. For example, we will define some icons in one project. We want the same icons and same plugins. We want to use them in the next project. We can save them to the resources, and we can save it in the later point of time. In the advanced versions, we'll use these resources as well. And hand tool we already know. And adding comments. When we are working collaboratively with themes. Everyone has their opinions about the design, so people can share their opinions through comments. For example, this hello. I need underline for this hello. For example, I am one of the team member. For example, my name is Joey. I'm one of the team member working with Vaishnavi. So I have given the comment here saying that I need underline. Uh, it would be better to have underline here. I'm assigning this as Vaishnavi has designed this. I'm tagging her along so that she can see and make the changes I want. So I have posted the comment. So after seeing the comment, so when you log in through the Figma file and watch your project, you can see the comment over here highlighted. So you can see that, okay, this person have given the comment here. So I will go there. So I will go there and I'm telling my point here. There's no need to have underline here as it's navigating to another file. For example, okay, I will give my comment. And I have posted it and the other person will see it. So the comments thread is generated over here. If the task is complete, if the thread or if the issue is resolved, I'll click here as resolved and the thread will go away. Or otherwise, I'll use other options like mark as unread. I have not written it at something like that so that other person won't know that you have read it or not. Or copy this link or delete the entire thread you have generated in the comments. The other options you can use whatever you want to do. So that's all about the comments. I think I have completed all the menu options. Now I'm coming to the pages. This is a page one. While we are creating the websites, we have several pages. So this is the page one. I want page two for my project, for my design. So I'll go to the page two. I'll make other designs over here. And I can toggle and I can refer what are the things I need. For example, for page 2, I'm creating one frame for iPhone mini. For page 1, I'm creating for iPhone 13 Max for the same project, but I need different frames. I'm creating for different mobiles. Whatever it is, I'll create different pages and I will toggle my project. So that's about the page. Assets, as I already said that, like resources, these are the components we are created and saved in our project, which can be used for the further purposes. For example, this is the icon I have created. For example, this is the icon, or this one. This one is a top menu bar you can see on all your phones, which is the consistent one. You can use it across all the iPhones, or this line over here, you can see it in all iPhones. So there is no need for you to create every time. There is no need for you to search it. So you will click on this. This is creating the component. So I have added this as a component. So you can see here, local components, iPhone 13 Pro Max. So this is the rectangle. So after going into the page 2 or any other project, I want to add it here. So I'll go to my assets and I'll just simply add my rectangle component over here. Same with the resources. Resources have another plugins and widgets as well, and components. Here you can see the components from here also. So that's about the layers and assets. And coming to here, it's time to create the prototype. I think I have covered all this. Yeah, everything almost covered. Yeah, I need to explain you about the masking. So here we have rectangle. I will duplicate this image. Let me duplicate this image. So I want to mask this image in circle format. I want this image in circle form. So I will draw one circle. I'll place it above this image. And I'll select this two, circle and the image. So here this is the component, creating components, as I have already discussed about it. We can create set as well. Okay. Then we select these two options. You can see different options over here. This we can do as union. Union means we'll join these two. Subtract. Subtract means we'll subtract that circle from that image. So the image will show like this. Control Z is for undoing your actions. Control Z. Okay. So I can use all these options. Intersect, intersection, these two. Exclude the selection. So you can exclude the selection, then everything will be gone into the gray space. So you can have multiple options, or you can use it as mask. Mask tool means masking this circle into the image so that the image will be shown in the circular format. So I have created mask over here. So only the circle will be shown. If I want this image in circular format, I'll keep this image on top of the circle, and now I'll mask it. As you can see only the circular format of the image. This is about the masking. So you can mask it, or you can use all these options according to your requirements. Okay. Now it's time for prototyping. Prototyping is the next phase after designing, how your design flow will look like. That you can see through prototyping. I will explain this yet. This about the layout grid. So, layout grid is all about creating your layout into the grid format so that you can make designs on very minute level. So the alignment issues will happen when we are zooming too much into the screen. So to reduce those issues, for example, you can create this image. So equal spaces will happen when you zoom into the level. So that's all about the layout grid. Layout grid is nothing but like ruler, which will help you to make your alignment easier. And even in your and it's just for reference, or even in your design where you want so many grids, you can create that as well. Here grid is at 10 pixels and color is red. You can change that as well. I want like just two grids, and I want is color to black. You can see that very too much zoom, or otherwise I will give it to add number. So yeah, basically these grids are we use for tables or other content, or even it will can be used as scale as well. So I think I have covered pretty much here, and the last thing is prototyping. Let's go into prototyping now. So here I'm including this rectangle tool. I'm including another rectangle tool for prototyping to make you understand. I want to show you the vertical and horizontal scrolling. So I'm drawing one background rectangle for my screen. So here I'll take this rectangle to downside so that you can see all the content. Change the color. Yeah, pink. So this is how it looks like. So after clicking on hello, I want this screen to pop up. It's look perfect now. So after clicking on this hello, I want this image to pop up. So I'll increase the size of the hello. It's not even visible. Okay. Here I'll go into this prototype. After clicking on the prototype, we can see this interactions. So interactions after clicking on this hello, I want this screen to show up on tap. We have several options on tapping, hovering, grabbing, pressing. You can have multiple options. Here I'm using basic tap option. Navigate to iPhone 13. And how you want that navigation? You want instant or you want dissolving. You can choose whatever option you want and how many milliseconds you want the other screen to pop up. That also you can adjust, and how you want to ease out in a gentle way, or you can see you have multiple options for the prototyping to happen. So I'm choosing the basic options. Here you can see the device. Device I'm choosing for prototyping is iPhone 13 Max because I'm using that screen only. And what is the model of your phone? Your phone is blue, silver, or gold, whatever it is. Like on gold phone, how our interface will look like. That also matters sometimes. So I'm clicking on model as gold phone. And what is the background of my phone? I want my background as white so that the interface will look good. Uh, this background choosing is because if our screen is white and our background is also white, sometimes we don't understand how our screens are looking. So that's where we'll change the background effect as well. And also for presenting the prototyping in very nice manner. So uh, Here we have presenting option. So we are presenting our prototype in next tab. This is how our prototype will look like. So now I need to click on hello. So I need to see what will happen. I'm just clicking on it. So it is very easily in ease out gentle manner. This pop-up will happen. So just going back. So this is how our prototype will show. And again coming to this share, we can share your project files to others, and we'll give their email address. For example, I'm giving my own Gmail address. So for this account, I need to give permission to edit my project file. If I send invite, invitation will be sent to that email in the form of mail, or I can copy this link and share it to the particular person I want to share it with. Anyone with this link can view, or we can keep the restrictions for more personalized or professional projects. And this is how I share it, and we can publish it to Figma community as well if you are interested. By clicking here, you can publish the Figma community as well. This is how you share your Figma files. No, if I want to share my prototype, I just want to share this prototype only with others. I don't want to show all my design process. So I can just share the prototype only from here. I can share my prototype. Same option, like who can view it. I'll give all these details so that they can see only the prototype, only from the prototype part. So that's all about the prototyping. And again, here we can decide the flow as well. This is just the flow one. We have so many user flows, so those all can be seen from here. And as you know, these are the feedbacks and comments that you can give to your prototype as well. So I think I have covered most of the topics in Figma software. If you have any queries, please do comment and let me know your suggestions through your comments. And please do like this video, share this video with your friends, and please do subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you will receive all the updates while I will post another video. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.